Wagwan you, and do me a favor and sub to the channel right now, bro. So Cardi B ain't a feminist no more, man. I don't cook, I don't clean. She redacted these statements, bro. Man, the crazy thing is, man, these people in social media and these artists and all that, y'all will follow them straight to hell. And right before the bottom, right before that last exit, they get off and y'all stuck on there. Y'all stuck on the bus, y'all stuck on the train, y'all going straight to hell. Y'all will follow them anywhere.
Cardi B says women who don't go 50-50 are lazy.
And everything, but it's like, all right, you have to like pick a balance. Like it's like you cannot just be a bitch that's like, oh, my man take care of me, he does the bills. But it's like, what do you do? What are you contributing? Like it's like, all right, like you can't be complaining like, oh, I cook, I clean every day. It's like, okay, but you don't work, you don't contribute to the house. So I just feel like it's like, and like sometimes people be like, oh, so this is like really controversial, right?
Cool.
I feel like it's very controversial when like be like, oh, I don't go 50-50, but it's like, all right, so if you and your man make the same amount of money, right? But only your man is the one that paying all the bills, how you ever gonna save up to like buy a house or buy a business? Because he's never gonna be able to afford to. So it's like certain things is like a joint thing to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like a work together. But I just be feeling like sometimes people, like the internet really be having people fucked up from like real reality type shit. So it's like, all right, so your mom and dad used to work every single day, right? So your mom and dad used to work every single day so your mom could save her money and buy purses and your dad just pay all the bills. That's not how it works. It's either your mom was in the house cooking and cleaning every day, your dad was working, or they was both working to pay both the bills. Like y'all be acting like y'all don't know what the fuck that is like no more. Like come on.
And your mom money was your dad money, and your dad money was your mom money.
Like, it was like that.
It was
like it's like that's what I'm saying. Like I'm not a feminist anymore because it's like sometimes it's like y'all bitches don't be living in the real world.
Right.
Y'all not living there.
Y'all be talking about my money is my money and his money is my money. Shit.
I mean, my money is my money, his money is my money. But like, my money is my money. Like, my money is my money and his money is his money. But it's like, but you know, like it's like we both spend money on each other and everything. And it's like if we want to go and everything, it's like all right, like if we're gonna buy a house, like let's go half and half. And it's like if we're gonna buy,
it's not a one-way street.
It's not a one-way street. Like it's like if we're gonna buy like crazy expensive furniture, it's like all right, you buy the couch and I buy the dining room set. Like it's a both thing. Like it's a both thing. Cause then when you leave, like bitch, you really leave for nothing. Cause you was like, hey, but he has to pay all the bills. Well, you're divorced and you don't got no house, no nothing. You don't got shit. You got shit. You don't even got a couch, bitch. You don't even got a couch. That's my thought. I'm really old school. I'm old school.
I'm old school too.
When she said I don't cook, I don't clean, and she had all these other feminist things that she was saying, y'all was all on board for it. Now she's saying she ain't a feminist no more. And half you idiots missed out on great individuals trying to follow these rich people who don't care about you, who don't know you. They just making music or making content or whatever. And y'all follow them to the end. Half the stuff they say, they don't live by themselves. They're not living by these things that they saying. They just saying it because they know that's what y'all want to hear.
You need to stop lying on your phone, man. She be lying. She clean. She got to clean.
I'm gonna punch you in your head.
Lying to you folk, talking about you don't clean.
Stop.
They not living by the code they telling y'all to live by. They just feeding you trash and you gobbling that shit up. She made a statement about 50-50. And I know this 50-50 topic is getting old. People tired of hearing about it. This 50-50 topic been a super hot topic for the last 2 years. Been hot. 50-50. Nobody want to go 50-50. But when people say 50-50, they don't always mean 50-50. It can be 50-50, 60-40, 70-30, 80-20. Whatever. A lot of women are not trying to contribute to the household. A lot of women don't want to have to be there for the struggle. You know what I'm saying? She made a statement about how is he supposed to be able to afford a house and afford these other things if all of his money is going to the bills? Women don't want that kind of man. Most women nowadays, I'm not going to say most. A lot of women nowadays, they want a guy who's already established, who can afford to splurge on them and still buy a house, still be able to buy cars and all these other things. That's what a lot of women nowadays want. But it's not realistic. A lot of women don't want a guy who's making the same amount as them. They don't want that. They want somebody who's making a lot more than they are. Not all women, obviously, but a lot of women nowadays, that's how they think. You want someone who's fully established. You wasn't there for their struggles. You just waiting for them at the finish line. Once they get to the finish line, that's the person you want. Like, yo, you try to get up at them when you going through it. You know what I'm saying? You on your come up. You working to get there. And they're like, man, call me when you already there. Call me when you hit the finish line. Call me when you already rich. Call me when you got money. Call me when you can afford this and afford that. But right now, nah. That's not how our parents' generation was. Our parents' generation was there from the beginning. Your mom and your dad, your mom was with your dad from the beginning. Back when they had that little tiny apartment where you was born at. You know what I'm saying? Back in that old neighborhood where you don't live anymore. At one point, most of y'all parents was penny pinching too. At one point, most of y'all parents was struggling too, but your mom was with your dad from the jump. Now that your parents got it all, your mom was there at the beginning. Your parents can go back to that old neighborhood and look at that tiny apartment that y'all used to stay in when y'all didn't have anything. Back when you was, like, maybe before you was born or when you was first born, whatever. They can go back to that old neighborhood and reminisce like, oh yeah, this is where it all started at. Women nowadays ain't trying to go through that. They're not trying to have that memory of that old neighborhood. They want to get with you when you already established. Y'all listening to women like Cardi B talking about she don't cook, she don't clean. Back when she was on that super feminist stuff, she not even on that no more. They're talking about, oh, how you gonna save up to buy a house? They don't want to be with you when you saving up to buy a house. Back in those days when a down payment on the house was a couple of G's, a handful of quarters, and a toothpick. Now the down payment costs more than the house did back then. Women, find you a good man. Find you someone with potential. There's probably plenty of individuals you already passed up on because you was looking at their pockets. You wasn't looking at the future. And I understand you want someone who is going to be able to take care of you, take care of the family. But a lot of these people are those guys that you skipping over, trying to get to the guy that's already way up here. Yo, these relationships, you got to work together. There's going to be times when you got to throw your money together. There's going to be times when he got to cook and he got to clean. Nowadays, everything is different. Everything costs more money. Stop looking at social media for guidance. Stop looking at social media and looking at these icons and thinking that, oh, this is how I want my life to be. Unless you with a millionaire, your life is not going to be like them. And I know a lot of y'all want millionaires, but it's just not realistic. It's not realistic to have a man go out there and work, bring in all the money, pay for everything that you want, and then still be able to save up and get all the other things that y'all going to need. Sometimes you're going to have to throw some money in there. Sometimes you might have to give 20% or 30% or 40% or even 50%. It just all depends on the dynamic of your individual relationship. She said something about when y'all divorce, you ain't even going to have a couch. I don't know if she know, but in a divorce, a lot of times women be getting half. You know what I'm saying? Stop following these artists. Stop following them straight to hell. Y'all following them everywhere. What they be saying don't be how they be living. A lot of times what these people saying is not really how they living. They just feeding you trash and you eating it up. But check me out, bruh. That's all your boy got for today. Do me a favor, like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Do it now. That's all I got for today. Peace.